So yeah, man, I'm glad we were able to lock this down.
Yeah, yeah, right. A lot of work went into this.
Yeah, my name is Andrew David Weber. Welcome to Five Fire Minutes. I'm here with Bryan Cherry. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you, dude?
Pretty good today. So are you feeling like Bryan with an O or Bryan with an A today?
Ooh, it's shifting at least. I had been Brian with an O for a little bit here, but Brian with an A is starting to take over with release week and stuff. So
All right, so it's a different professional personas, different modes, kind
yeah,
of. Yeah,
the poetry thing is kind of with the O, and the music thing is with an A for some reason, just to confuse people.
I love it. I love it. I have two pages. I have Andrew David Weber and Andrew David Weber. They're not even spelled different. But anyway, so you got a new album coming out. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's called Focus, and it's like I like to call it like weird R&B or alternative R&B, and it's basically soul music at its core, but it's kind of weird and fun and exciting, and it's just a different direction for me, which makes me excited. So
Well, that makes me excited, man. I love all your stuff. I regularly cycle you through in my playlists and stuff. So hopefully you're
uh,
getting some streams from me, man.
I appreciate that. Thanks, man.
Yeah. And so what day does the record come out?
December 15th, so this coming Friday.
And where will I be able to find it?
Well, if you've ever heard of places like Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, probably Tidal, and you will be on Bandcamp selling them. So the best way to support would probably be Bandcamp, just because they actually like to pay people, kind of. So
Yeah. I'm glad you said that. That's something that I've been wanting to talk about in these interviews is how important Bandcamp actually is
yeah,
to us. It's just a very accessible platform that pays us, and they pay us fairly quickly as well. So
yeah. And with the last record, The Power, they did a review of that record. Bandcamp did, and it was super helpful and got us on some radio stations across the world and stuff. So yeah,
yeah. So hit us up on Bandcamp, guys.
yeah.
Right on, man. Any specific inspirations for the new record, writing wise?
Yeah, I would say like a lot of this was written like towards the tail end of the lockdown or whatever, and like the feelings of like anxiety about what the world is like, but also still wanting to be in love with the world, and like the balance of those two things are kind of where these songs came from.
And so you mentioned that there's Bryan Cherry the poet and Bryan Cherry the musician. How much crossover would you say there is between the two?
Um, everybody always asks me that, but I thought of a good answer the other night. With poetry, it's like I write in kind of a freer form, so like there's no limitations or anything like that. And with music, I definitely have some limitations of my own that I'm dealing with, and it forces me to like try and write different ways and stuff like that. So they're really different, but the rhythmic quality I think is the main thing that would tie the two together.
Gotcha. So with that being said, when's the next time you're playing live music, and when is the next time you're doing a live poetry reading?
Live music is still to be determined right now. I'm trying to set something up for January. And then as a poet, I'll be at Linneman's River West Inn on January 8th.
Okay.
That's a Monday night. It's also an open mic. So I'll read for like 30 minutes, and then there'll be an open mic that people can come and attend and be a part of, which is kind of cool. So starts at 7:30 and I go on around 8:30 or so.
You said January 8th.
January the 8th, yes.
Let me mark that down in here because I want to go to that.
Oh, that'd be fun, dude.
I just got my first iPhone, so you'll have to give me one
Oh, hey,
second.
welcome to the club.
All right, I got that in there. So hopefully I'll be able to make it down. I
Yeah,
like Linneman's. Linneman's a cool spot too.
it is a nice spot, dude. Yeah, it's a dedicated listening room, so that's super cool and helpful.
Is there anything that you want to say to people about who you are as an artist or what your goal is?
Well, I think for me in both poetry and music, the poetry book that I got put out this year was called Death Moan, and it was all about like decay and death. And the music, this focus record is about love and overcoming stuff, And I think like the dichotomy between those two things and like following the seasons, like, and just everybody kind of coming together is kind of my thing, I guess, as an artist that I want to put out there.
I feel that that resonates with me a bit. A lot of the stuff that I've been writing too is like very down in the dumps, and then but
Sure.
there's like the glimmer of hope thing, you
Yeah.
know, like, hey,
Yeah.
this might get better. We might be able to overcome this. We might be
I've,
able to do
uh,
something here.
I've come to a realization that hope is maybe the best thing in the world, because even if you don't get to where you're hoping you're getting, if you're holding on to hope, like you feel like you're there in a way, kind of. It's weird, you know?
Yeah. Thank you for coming on today, man. I'm
Oh, thanks
really,
for
really
having
glad.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, really glad we got to work this out.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, man, I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, we can shake it all night. I said, yes, we can shake it. Mama, we can shake it.